Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome back to ICL Academy Excel series, Excel user series 3.2, video number 10.10. In our previous video, we saw how to sort, or I can extract the data based on the second name, and I sorted that with the descending and ascending order. This time around, I'm going to go for the old school methodology where we will see the data set can be extracted in a very big manner, and I need two different helper column to achieve this data set. I want to achieve this in an alphabetical order right now, so I'm going to say ascending order way. I'm going to get this data set not by using the latest formula but the old function with the two helper column here. So first I'll start with the methodology that my Guruji taught me, that's inside our formula. So I'm going to search for this data in our data set, and then I'll give an enter, and then I'm going to add a replace function to it by selecting the first function as this, and then I'm going to say the starting number is going to be 1, then I'm going to say comma, and then I want a next character here, and then I'm going to just say create a functionality here and give an enter. That's going to extract my list. This I could have done by using a simple search and write functionality to extract the data set instead of using the replace function here. That's the old function that Mr. Griven has used. If you are asking me to do, then I'm creating another list here. So I want to count the number of characters that I have in this list. So I'm going to say count if function here. Then I'm going to select the whole data set that I have in my list here. So I'm going to select the whole data set here, and then I'm going to give an absolute cell reference once, say 4 once. Then I give a comma. Then I'm going to tell the system the criteria is going to be less than the one which is available in this list here. So this is going to give you the count functionality for me. Then I'm going to close the bracket and plus that with a count function, which allows me to get this data set again. I'm going to just keep the data set part here as row lock. So I'll give to F4 here. Then I give a comma. I want to start the data from this number. I'll close the bracket and give an enter. That's going to populate my list, and I populate this. That's going to give you the number of characters that I want to extract from the data set. Then finally I'm going to use the index and match functionality. So I'm going to say equals index, and the index function will start with the first output here. So I'm going to select the whole output here, absolute cell reference here, then I give a comma and a match, and then I'll say rows here, and the rows is going to start from my first cell here. So I'm going to select the cell references to the same cell here, and then I'm going to give a lock and then select this, and then I'm going to place the cursor in the first cell and lock it in a row. So I'm going to give an F4 twice, then I give a close bracket for the rows. I'll give a comma, and then I'm selecting the whole COUNTIF columns here, F4 once, and that exactly matches with the data set. And then I'm going to deal with that dimension here, then that's going to populate the answer that I'm looking for. Without a helper column, extracting this data is going to become very cumbersome, and again I cannot write all these formulas inside the list here. That's going to make a life a little more, even more tougher here. So that's why I just pulled out the data differently on 3 different logics. So these are the formulas that I've used. First 2 are the helper column, which allows me to extract the data to some extent, and finally I get the data set exactly how I want it to be in the old school methodology. And this is the one which my Sarji showed as an input, so I just followed that in a data set here. Then it really worked for me to get all this list, and I just did the ascending order here. Let me try to find out the descending order also if I can in my next video. This is Vinod signing out from ICL Academy Excel user series 3.0, video number 10.1. How to extract the data by the second name using the old school method with helper columns here. Hope you guys have learned something new. This is Vinod signing out from ICL Academy. Happy learning.